Hi everyone, welcome back. How are you all doing? Okay, yesterday we were discussing about articles. So today we'll be doing a revision on articles. Revision doesn't mean I'll be telling you the same thing again. But yesterday we have seen the rules, what to do, where to use the, where not to use the, when to use a, when to use and all these things we have seen, isn't it? Today with some few examples, or we can say like practically when we talk, what are the things which we can use and what are the things which we are not supposed to use. So here like I'll be telling you five sentences at a time. Like here I have taken 5 sentences. You can just go through them. Is red car outside yours? I've got new car. I left money on the table. She earns a lot of money. We live in village. Okay, so here I have taken five sentences. Now before I tell you the explanation part, can you quickly check out whether these sentences are correct or not? Whether anything is missing in the sentences. If something is missing, why and when and where it should be used. And if it is not, what is the reason? So with what we have learned yesterday, we will just go for a quick revision again, right? So look at this particular sentence. Is red car outside yours? So we are particularly, first of all, this sentence, is it correct or wrong? It is wrong. Why is it wrong? Because yesterday we have seen when we are talking about a specific, specific predefined or already told thing or item or anything or a noun, then we need to use the definite article the in front of the noun. So here the noun is car, the red car. It is being specified already. So when we are specific about something, article the is supposed to be used. So this sentence like this is wrong. When will it be correct? Only if you place an article the here. Is the red car outside yours? So is the red car outside yours? If we are asking is the red car which is outside yours, then it is correct. So because we are talking about red car, the specific car, then your sentence will become correct, right? So yesterday we have seen this specificness. Whenever we are specific about a noun which have already been told, you will be using the definite article the, right? Here, I've got new car. I've got new car. Is it correct? What do you think? Some might think it is correct because it is sounding correct. Some might think it is wrong. So if it is a live class, if we are just going on a live session, then we can just interact and come to know about this. But as of now, I say that this is also a wrong sentence. Why? What is missing in this? I got new car. We are talking about a singular noun. We are talking about singular noun, which is indefinite. So, I've got a new car. An article is supposed to be used, an indefinite article. I've got a new car. Like this, it is wrong. If it is like this, it is wrong. When is it correct? This can be made correct when you place an article a here. Okay, I've got a new car. I've got a new car because it is singular, indefinite article, right? Next, I left money on the table. I left money on the table. Is it correct? Is it correct? I'm not talking about table, I'm talking about money. If it is table, it is correct. Okay? So otherwise the sentence is wrong again. Because I'm talking about some particular money which is already known. I'm talking about known money. Though it is uncountable. With uncountable nouns, we won't be using indefinite articles. A and an won't go with uncountable nouns. Yesterday we have seen what uncountable nouns are. Uncountable nouns are those which cannot be counted in ordinal numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in like numbers if we are unable to count, then we call them as uncountable nouns, right? So here money is uncountable noun. Money is uncountable noun. But we know the specific. I said I left the money. Sorry. I said I left money on the table. I already said the answer. Okay, where is the missing? Like this it is wrong. Why I said I left the money on the table? The money means already that is my money. I know that. Okay, it is specified. It is specific. When you know something, you have to use the in front of uncountable noun even, because we have seen yesterday. Only in case of indefinite articles will not be using a and an. A and an are indefinite articles. So for indefinite articles, in case of uncountable nouns, we won't be using a and an. But for countable nouns, we will be using a and an. Here this is uncountable noun, but we are using the definite article the, because we have seen that point also. Definite article can go with singulars, plurals, countable or uncountable nouns. That is one rule of thumb yesterday we have seen. So like this it is wrong. Now to make it right, we have to use the money. I left the money on the table. I left the money on the table. So now this is correct. She earns a lot of money. Is this correct? She earns a lot of money. Is it correct or no? Yes, it is correct. Here also there is money. Here also there is money. In both the cases, we are using uncountable nouns. Here we are specific about the uncountable noun. Okay, we know it. So we are using definite article. But here this is not specific. She earns a lot of money. Okay, she earns a lot of money. But it's not a money or the money because it is not specific. That is why the sentence is correct. She earns a lot of money is correct. Right? And before uncountable nouns, like I have said, you will not be using indefinite articles a or an. Here, we live in village. Is it correct? It's not correct. It is wrong. So we have to mention it as a or an. We live in a village. Okay? Single. We live in a village. Or you can even use we live in the village. Here the village when we say, in the village when we say, the village which we are talking about is specified. We know what village we are talking about. So we live in the village. If we say we live in the village, that village is specified. So then you will be using a definite article. If you are using we live in a village, we are talking about a singular noun. Okay? Right. So this is understood. I'll just get back to you after writing the next set of sentences. Okay, welcome back again. So we have seen 5 sentences, right? Now here again I have written 5 more sentences. Do you play saxophone? Do you sell eggs by kilo or by dozen? We will help you make the dinner. We should not make noise. The Paris is big city. Okay? Now just go through all these sentences and try to think how many of them are correct and how many of them are wrong. We will check one by one like we did in the previous set of 5 questions. Okay. Do you play saxophone? Is it correct? Do you play saxophone? What do you think? Is it correct or wrong? Thinking? I didn't get any answer, okay? But the sentence is wrong. It is wrong. Why? Because here we are talking about saxophone, a musical instrument. Okay? So when we talk about musical instruments, do use the in front of musical instruments. the keyboard, the piano, okay, the violin, all these are musical instruments. So when you are using or talking about musical instruments, you have to use the definite article the. So, do you play the saxophone? It is the. Like this it is wrong. To make it correct, you need to add the here. Okay? When the is added, it is correct. So, do you play the saxophone? Is correct. Right? Now, do you sell eggs by kilo or by dozen? What do you think? Is it correct? Or is there any mistake in this? All these seem to be correct. The thing is, even if we write a wrong sentence, the way we pronounce it, the way we say it, will make us feel that, yeah, this might be correct. Most of the cases or most of the times we'll be using this. Where did we go wrong? This is how we'll think. But, do you sell eggs by kilo or by dozen? It is wrong. It's again wrong. Why is it wrong? Whenever you are using by, okay, whenever you use by before a noun, okay, so when you are trying to measure something using by, you need to use the definite article the. So, do you sell eggs by the kilo or by the dozen? That is the correct statement. So, when you are using by for measuring something, you need to use the definite article the. Right? So, the sentence will become correct when you use the here as well as here. Do you sell eggs by the kilo or by the dozen? So, that is the correct sentence. So, what is the rule here? You need to use the when you are measuring by using by. When you are using measuring and when you are using by, you have to use the along with it. Right? Next. We will help you make the dinner. Is it correct? We'll help you make the dinner. We will help you make the dinner. What do you think? Is it correct or wrong? Oh, some of you might think it is correct. Some of you might think it is wrong. But it is wrong. Okay? This is a wrong sentence. Will you help me make the dinner? So, you have to remember here. Why is it wrong? Because we use the definite article the here, it became wrong. Why is it wrong? Because we use the. What is the rule here? We are not supposed to use the along with dinner, lunch, breakfast. Okay? In front of dinner, lunch, breakfast, you should not use the. You should not say the lunch, the breakfast, the dinner. Okay? That you should not say. Also, in front of holidays, because we come across this, I am telling. In front of holidays also, you should not use the. Okay? Now, what is the correct sentence? This will become correct like this. We will help you make dinner. So, then it is correct. Then it becomes correct. Next one. We should not make noise. We should not make noise. Is it correct? Is it correct or not? Why? If you are saying it is not, why is it not? Why is it not correct? If you say it is correct, just think for yourself, why is it correct? I say it is wrong. But where is the mistake? Where did it go wrong? We should not make a noise. If it is like this, it is wrong. This will go correct only if you add an article a. Means we should not make any noise. We should not make little noise also. So that indicates a bunch. Okay. So here you need to use this particular article a in front of noise. Right? So we should not make a noise. That is the correct one. The Paris is big city. Is it correct? The Paris is big city. Is it correct? No? Why is it wrong? Why is it wrong? Yes, it is wrong. It is wrong because Paris is the name of a city. And yesterday we have seen we should not use the in front of the names of cities. So the Paris is wrong. So in order to make this sentence correct, it will become Paris is big city. Paris is a big city. Then you need to add an article as well. Paris is a big city. Right? Understood? So is it clear? So there are so many like here why I made you do an exercise like this, because when you do it with what is correct and what is wrong, you will be able to do it or understand things in a much better way. Otherwise, what will happen if I just give fill in the blanks? You will start filling them. Whatever suits, you will fill them. This is one way of doing. So by this we will know what are the exceptions, when to use and when not to use. So like when we are using, once again, some more points which we came across today. In front of musical instruments, you will be using the. The is used, right? In front of musical instruments, the is used. And also, suppose these are materialistic nouns. Materialistic nouns means we talk about material like wood, gold, silver, paper, all these are material. This is made out of plastic. Okay, so when you are talking about materialistic nouns, you should not use any article. No article is used, no definite article is used in front of materialistic nouns. Like we can't say the gold is yellow. You can't say the gold is yellow or silver is white. The silver is white. So, no definite article is used in front of materialistic nouns. Right? Also, when we are talking about abstract nouns, again, see, things will, when we discuss more in detail about nouns, we will come across abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are things which are like feelings and emotions. Feelings and emotions like happiness, sadness, okay, honesty, politeness, all these things which cannot be touched or felt with senses. How many senses do we have? 5 senses, which we cannot feel with the 5 senses, we call them as abstract nouns. In a detailed way, we will do that again. But here, for understanding this particular articles wherein you should not use the in front of abstract nouns. You should not say the anger. Okay, all these things you should not use in front of abstract nouns. Right? So with that, like almost like yesterday also we have seen we should not use the in front of what to say, names of mountains, mountain ranges, islands, oceans, all these things we have seen, isn't it? And one more small thing, suppose if I am saying a flute, when we go for flutes, can we use the article a? Can we say a flutes? Can we say a flutes? We can't say, because the indefinite article a and an are used only with singular nouns. Singular countable nouns. Okay, that is also a revision point we can see. So a and an, which are indefinite articles, can be used only with singular and countable nouns. With uncountable nouns you cannot use. Like, you won't say a water, a money. So these are all uncountable nouns. So with uncountable nouns, you won't be using any article. Articles should not be used with uncountable nouns. Right? So with that, the articles concept is over. I'll try to post an exercise as well. Okay, I'll try to post exercises. I'll try to link them up so that you can just do the exercise part. Please do practice them a lot. Do remember the rules. Don't get confused with all the rules and regulations as and how you start using them. The more you use them, the more you'll get used to them. Okay? So only thing which is needed, like I have told you in the first and foremost class, all that is needed is practice. With practice, nothing is impossible. Okay? The more you practice, the more you'll succeed. Right? Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening.